Morning, Chris Whelan from the Centre of Business Excellence, Building Better Businesses. I want to talk to you today from down in Dunedin. I'm doing a bit of traveling at the moment, and I want to share a couple of things that I'm picking up as I've been working with people in different parts of the country. First thing is that a lot of people I'm talking to are saying that they are really concerned about the long-term future. As of yesterday or the day before, New Zealand has officially gone into a recession. It's minus 0.1% growth or something to that effect. And people are rightly distressed by that, and they're concerned about what they should do. But the biggest thing that I'm hearing is that people are saying to me, Chris, I'm working really, really hard. I never seem to get to the end of what I'm trying to do, and my to-do list just gets longer and longer and longer. And I'm working the hardest in the business, and I'm just not getting the return. I'm just not. There's not enough money at the end of the month, and all of those things are compounding. And you take that and you take it with the news coming out of the Reserve Bank, and people are really being quite distressed. And so I want to talk to you today a little bit about what that means and how we can respond to it, because it's not a pleasant situation, but it certainly is a situation. And I want to say right up front, it certainly is a situation that we can overcome, right? And I'm going to give you some ways to do that. So, what are the things that I find are coming through? Firstly, that situation is not sustainable. If a person's working all the hours under the sun, right, they haven't got any time to do the things that they need to do. They're just doing things that they have to do. That situation is not sustainable, and it's not sustainable for a number of reasons. Firstly, it takes its personal toll. Right, absolutely no question about it. It takes a toll on the individual, whether you're owning the business, whether you're working in the business, and for the most part, you and I we're both business owners. It's taking the toll on the individual. Then it takes its toll on the individual's family. Let's not put that aside. This is a business, absolutely, but what happens in that business translates into their family. So it takes a personal toll, it takes a family toll, it takes away time from your loved ones, it takes away time from the things that you really enjoy doing, the things that refresh you. The second thing, of course, is that it's financially not sustainable, because when you're not getting the return that you need, you're not getting the return you deserve, that feeds itself as well, and you end up chasing your tail. So that's, again, not a great situation. And then the third thing is that it can, and it shouldn't, but it can lead to a spiral of despondency, and a person gets harder and harder and harder on themselves. They work harder and harder and harder. They work longer and longer and longer hours, and they're still not getting the return, right? So personal toll, certainly not sustainable. The financial toll, the lack of financial freedom, massive, massive issue. And then the third thing, of course, is that potentially it leads to a situation, almost a spiral, what I would call a death spiral, a spiral of destruction. And we need to be able to get out of that. And I want to show you now how to do that. The first thing is that challenges that we face, right? There's three major points I want you to take out of this. The challenges that we face are really a demand for growth, right? Let me repeat that. The challenges we face are a demand for growth. What do I mean by that? Well, whatever the challenge is, whether it's working too many hours, whether it's not getting the return that you want, the financial return you want, whether it's not getting time with your family, those are demands from the external environment saying, look, you need to change something, you need to grow into a different thing. So what are the things you need to learn? Now, let's talk about a person who is working way too many hours. Maybe they need to learn to have better systems, better processes. Because systems and processes, when they're done well and with a good team in place, those systems and processes allow you to have more time, more consistency. You can deliver better, and you know what your next step is. So better systems, better processes. The point is that challenges we face are a demand for growth. And whatever that growth is, whether it is getting better systems, whether it's training your team differently, whether it's spending time by yourself, planning your day, right? Absolutely critically important. And many people don't get that right either. But whether that's the thing that you need to learn, that's the first point. You need to recognize what the challenge is and recognize what the demand is for your personal growth. The second thing, and that takes me to the second point, really, I suppose, is that the work we have to do on ourselves as business owners is massive. The business anywhere in the world where I've worked hasn't been limited by economic conditions. The business has been limited by the business owner's own growth. So if you're growing and you are learning new stuff, if you're investing in yourself, your business will follow. That's absolutely, I want to say you could bang on it, but pretty much is what I've seen anywhere in the world. When the business owner invests in him or herself, the business grows. So the work we have to do on ourselves is really, really big. And then the third thing, and this is perhaps almost the most important thing, is that consistency is a symptom of mastery. Consistency in whatever we do is a symptom of mastery. When we know that we are going to turn up, we're going to get the work done. The old adage that, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step, or Rome wasn't built in a day, is absolutely true. It's true for a reason, because by taking consistent steps every single day, that's what makes the difference. If you read the book Legacy by Mike Kerr, Gilbert Inoka, who was the mindset coach for the All Blacks, talks about the 1% improvements every single day. 1%, 1%, 1%. It's not about 100% in a day. It's about 100 days of 1%. And similarly, there's that consistency. That consistency is a symptom of mastery. And I'll give you a quick story, and it's a self-reference story. This past week, every week, a bunch of us get together, a bunch of coaches from around New Zealand get together, and we work together. We learn different things. And Monday morning, 8 o'clock, is not the time that I want to be getting up and doing that. But this past week, I just said to myself, Chris, get up, you've got to do it. And I did. And by turning up, I got huge benefit from all of my colleagues around the country. And I want to encourage you to do the same. No matter what you see in front of you, take that consistent step, invest in yourself, learn, recognize the challenge, and keep stepping. If you do that, guaranteed you'll get the benefits that you want. You'll get the financial return, which gives you the freedom. You'll get the time with your family, which gives you great personal joy and I suppose rejuvenation, if you like. And of course, it then becomes sustainable. It is something that feeds on itself. The joy that you experience, the satisfaction you experience, there's a huge correlation between productivity and outcome and satisfaction. Get that, do the consistent stuff, learn the lessons. It'll take you in the right direction. Almost, I say guaranteed, pretty much guaranteed. I would be thrilled if any of this resonates with you. I'd be thrilled to spend 60, 90 minutes of my time focused 100% on your business and your situation. In the link, in the blog, there's a link to my calendar. Hop onto it. It's totally complimentary. We'll do 3 things. I'll ask you lots and lots of questions. We'll understand your situation because it's focused on you. That's the first point. The second point is we'll get to the root causes of what it is that's been holding you back. And then the third thing is we'll put a program or system in place that helps you to achieve it. There's nothing to lose. I would love to do it for you. It's something which gives us a thrill as the Center of Business Excellence, and certainly will get you to where you want to go. Remember, we're here to build better businesses through better systems, better people, and better processes. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. All the best.